Choose a quiet, protected space where you won't be disturbed. Wear loose, comfortable clothing, and you might want to have a blanket nearby just in case you get cold. Typically, the body scan is done lying down on a mat, on the floor, or on a firm bed. Another popular position for the body scan is called the astronaut pose, where you're lying on the floor with the hips close to a chair and the calves resting on the chair seat, your knees directly over the hips. If lying on your back or the astronaut pose doesn't work well for you, any posture in which you can be alert and comfortable is fine, including sitting in a chair or even standing. During a body scan, you may feel many sensations or no sensation at all. Both are acceptable. Just acknowledge that this is simply how your body is right now. Your next experience of a body scan may be quite different, as sensation is a phenomena that constantly shifts and is always evolving. If your sensations or the emotions that they evoke become too intense for you at any time during the body scan, use the breath as an anchor, stabilizing yourself with the sensations of breathing. And then, when you feel ready, return to the body scan, resuming with the region of the body where we are in that moment. Know that you can also open your eyes at any time, or you may want to use sound as an anchor, placing your attention on a sound in your environment to stabilize the mind. You will notice your mind wandering several times during this body scan, and each time you notice is a moment of awareness, and so instead of being critical, simply acknowledge thinking and redirect your mind back into the body at whichever point we're exploring. So settle into whichever posture you've chosen. If you're lying down, let your legs be a bit apart with your feet uncrossed and falling away from each other. Allow your arms to rest a slight distance from the sides of your body, with your palms toward the ceiling if that's comfortable for you. And begin to sense into your entire body, the front, the back, the sides, the core, and the limbs. And just feel the relative symmetry of your body. Settle into gravity, feeling the weight of your body. Now narrow your focus to the sensations of breathing, especially the sensations of breath in your belly. To sense this more distinctly, you might bring your hands to rest on your belly, and without changing the breath in any way, directly feel the rising of the belly as you inhale and the falling of the belly as you exhale. Not thinking about the breath, but directly feeling it as it's happening. And now, returning your arms to your sides, shift your attention from the breath in the belly down through your left leg, thigh, knee, and lower leg, all the way down to the left foot, where your foot is making contact with the floor or the bed. Bring awareness to the experience of contact here, and notice sensations of pressure. Then expand your awareness to include the entire bottom of your left foot, the heel, the arch, and the ball of the foot. What sensations are present? Notice any tingling, pulsation, warmth, or coolness. Perhaps the feel of the air on your foot if it's bare, or you may be aware of contact with a sock or a stocking. And now move your attention to the toes, the undersides, the tops, between the toes, exploring each individual toe. What sensations are present? Shift awareness to the top of the foot and explore it in the same way. Then move to the ankle, encircling the ankle with your attention, feeling into whatever is present here. Next, move to the lower left leg, the calf, the shin. Perhaps feeling the fullness of the calf along the floor, the sensations of having muscle, the weight. What is here for you? What are you noticing? And then continue to the knee, the kneecap, the back of the knee, the sides of the knee. Perhaps feeling the way the leg is angled, and how it's possible to know this without moving the leg. And now continue to the thigh, the entire region from the knee to the hip joint. Just exploring the sensations in your upper leg, from the surface of the skin to deep within, at the level of the bone and the muscle. And now expand your focus to include the entire left leg, from the top by the hip joint all the way down through the thigh, the knee, the lower leg, ankle, foot, and toes. Breathing in and out as you rest with the left leg. And now shifting awareness from the left leg across the pelvis, and then down the right leg all the way to where the right foot is making contact with the floor. Feel into this contact to whatever you can sense. And then slowly move up through the right foot and leg as we did the left, beginning by moving awareness along the bottom of the foot and exploring what's there. The ball of the foot, the arch, and the heel. And next, bring your attention to the toes, the undersides, the tips. In between the toes, exploring each individual toe. And then moving on to direct attention to the top of the foot. And then move to the ankle, encircling the ankle with your awareness. And then directing your attention to the lower leg, between the ankle and the knee. Just being awake to sensations here. And then resting your attention with the knee, feeling into what can be sensed. Perhaps you're aware of pulling or tension. Or maybe you notice how your right knee feels different than the left. We're just being present. And now moving awareness to the right thigh, the front and the back, the inner and outer, all the way from the knee to the hip joint, feeling the fullness and the weight of this part of the body, as well as its contact with the floor. And just as we did with the left, widen the beam of your attention to include the entire right leg, from the hip joint to the toes, aware of sensations in the entire right leg. And next, direct awareness to the pelvis, to the lower belly, sensing the softness of this area, as well as sensations deep in the belly. There could be sensations of digestion, pressure, fullness, or emptiness. And also attending to sensation at the level of the skin. You might feel your clothing touching the skin, or the air in your room touching your skin. And moving your attention to the sides and the back of the pelvis, to your hip bones, and where your buttocks meet the floor or the chair. Sensing the entire pelvis, the tailbone, the reproductive organs, and the anal region. And now moving up the torso to the upper belly, the area between the lower ribs and the navel. And you might feel sensations of breathing here. And direct your attention, your focus around to the sides of the body, the waist area, the mid-back. You might sense pressure or tension or numbness. Just sensing whatever is here. And moving further up into the upper torso, sensing the rib cage, the bony sternum protecting the heart, the whole of the chest area, the breasts, and perhaps sensing the beating of the heart. Some of us can sense this, others cannot. The heart is often referred to as the seat of emotions, and so you may also sense emotional tones here. Pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. What is it like to bring a curious, attentive friendliness to this part of the body? And shifting now to the sides of the upper torso, the sides of your ribs and your armpits. And then directing attention to the upper back and the shoulder blades as they rest on the floor. Just being awake to any pressure or contact that you might be feeling here. And now opening awareness to take in sensation throughout the upper torso. And then broadening your attention to include the entire torso, from the top of the shoulders, through the chest and belly to the base of the pelvis. Front and back. The spine and all the organs contained within the torso. Just suffusing your awareness throughout the core of the body, the place that houses so many systems of the body. Just breathing and sensing what can be felt here. And now narrow your focus to the shoulders, the whole of the shoulders, and then directly to the left shoulder. And with the beam of your attention here, explore both the front and the back of the left shoulder, feeling directly whatever is here at this juncture of the upper arm with the torso. And now moving down into the upper arm, feeling the inner and outer arm of the left arm all the way down to the elbow. And then direct your attention into the elbow itself, sensing the bony protuberance and the soft inner fold. And then sending your attention down into the lower arm, from the elbow to the wrist, exploring the sensations here. Directing attention, awareness into the wrist itself. There may be the subtle feel of a pulse. And now coming to the hand, the palm of the hand, the fingers and the thumb, the joints, the spaces between the fingers, and the back of the hand. Detecting any moistness or dryness, coolness or warmth. pressure or tingling. Just being present. And now widening your focus to include the entire left arm, from the fingertips to the shoulder. Breathing and resting in awareness of the entire left arm. And now moving your attention from the left arm across to the right shoulder. Being present to sensation in the front, the sides, and the back of the shoulder. And then moving down through your right arm, just as we did the left. Exploring the upper arm from shoulder to elbow. And then explore the elbow itself, the boniness at the back, and the softer area of the fold. And then move the beam of your attention into the lower arm, and then the wrist. And now allowing awareness to move down into your hand, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the fingers and the fingertips, the thumb and the joints, and bringing awareness to how, without even moving, we can sense the position of our fingers, of our hand. And so just exploring sensation in the entire right hand. And now widening your focus to include the entire right arm, from fingertips to the shoulder. Just breathing and resting in awareness of the entire right arm. And now moving the focus of awareness to the neck, exploring the front, the sides, and the back of the neck, feeling sensations at the level of the skin, as well as deeper inside. Feeling into the area that houses the throat and the cervical area of the spine. And then move from the back of the neck up into the back of the head, the scalp, and the expanse of the back of the head from ear to ear. And now turning your attention to the top of your head. Perhaps you might feel hair on your head. Or there could be sensations of air touching your head. There could be tightness or tingling. Just appreciating whatever is here. And now, shifting your attention around the sides of your head to your forehead, the temples, the eyebrows, and the eyes. Allowing these areas to soften if you can. And next, direct awareness to your nose, to your cheeks, and to your jaw, allowing it to soften. And now bringing your attention to your ears. And the tiny muscles of the face. Just allowing all of the sensations in your face, the area of the body we most present to the world, our vehicle of expressing our feelings and words. As well, it's the part of the body that takes in the world via the sense organs. And so broadening awareness to include the entire face and head. And then expand to also include the neck and the shoulders. And expand again to include the arms and the hands. And now expand to the entire torso, the chest and belly, the back and pelvis. And continue to expand awareness, taking in your thighs, your knees, the lower legs, and finally the feet and toes. Holding the fullness of your entire body in awareness as you breathe. Perceiving how your body is in this very moment. And sensing the completeness present in you, just as you are. And resting in this awareness for a few moments. Just being. No place to go, nothing to do, but just be. This living, breathing body. And then as you're ready, begin to gently wiggle your fingers and toes. And then stretch. Deepening your breath. and opening your eyes and gently broadening awareness to the world around you as you thank yourself for taking this valuable time today for self-care.